Today, I'm going to show you how to eliminate cracks in your fender skirts because let's face it, they can be expensive. And it's not necessarily that the fender skirt is expensive. They run about $73 each per side. But what's expensive is the shipping. To get fender skirts shipped from Indiana out here to California is about $180 because of the size of the box that has to be shipped from Elkhart all the way to California. So we want to make sure that they're going to last as long as possible. Hello and welcome back to Tires on the Road. It's good to see you back. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're returning, thanks for coming on back. Today we have some very important stuff to cover, which has been a huge topic on a lot of the blogs about fender skirts and cracking. How can I prevent it? A lot of people think that by going with nuts and washers and tighten them down really tight, that's going to keep them from cracking. That's the opposite thing to do. Today, we're going to show you the right way to install your fender skirts that I don't even think the factory knows. Behind me is our 2022 Alliance Avenue 30 RLS. We purchased this rig in November of 2021 and we took delivery of it in April of 2022. We're on our second set of skirts because we learned our lesson on the first set of skirts when they cracked. I really dug into it and figured out why this was happening. Fender skirts need to be able to move, and that's what we're going to show you here in this video, is allowing these fender skirts to move, expand and contract, because that is the key. And especially going down the road with the wind and the vibration and the J-wraps moving in and out and flexing, you really want those fender skirts to be able to adjust on the fly and be able to move without putting stress on the mounting holes and cracking out the fender skirts. We are conducting an experiment today as well. The ambient temperature is 70 degrees and the fender skirt is around 70 degrees as well. We've taken this fender skirt and I've placed it in the sun and I have put tape marks on each end of this fender skirt, and that fender skirt is heating up and it's expanding. So we're going to let it sit for about a half hour and I'm going to show you how it's gone from size A to size B just in a half hour and how much that temperature has risen on that fender skirt in just 30 minutes. Another thing that I do is don't get rid of those old fender skirts. We're going to keep them and we're going to use those for parts. What I like doing is I like taking and cutting out little squares like this out of the old fender skirts that I use for backers for the screws for my new fender skirts when I install them. So when that screw goes through the new fender skirt, through the J-wrap, this goes on the back side and that screw screws right into that little square piece. It works perfect every time, and you can hold it, back the screw off a little bit so you get that extra room in there for that fender skirt to expand and contract. In 30 minutes, that skirt expanded almost 1/4 of an inch to 120 degrees in full sun. Now I'm going to show you how the factory installs these skirts. They take their screw. In the fender, there's just a little divot here. So they rely on the self-tapping screw to penetrate the skirt with no room for expansion. There's absolutely no room for this plastic to expand and contract around this screw, and that tension has to go somewhere. And the path of least resistance is for these fender skirts to crack right straight out here, or it'll take out this whole area right here and crack all the way around the edges. Again, the stress is going to take the path of least resistance when this thing needs to expand and contract and move. What we like to do is pre-drill the plastic before we put the new screw in. So this drill bit is bigger than the screw. We don't rely on the drill bit to penetrate the plastic. We want this hole to be bigger so that this screw can move and allow the fender skirt its movement as well. Now, as you can see, with a larger hole, it allows that screw to move through the fender skirt and allow movement when you're traveling down the road for expansion and contraction so that it doesn't, again, stress out the black plastic. So now we're out at the RV. This is my skirt. This skirt here is about 2 years old. As you can see the movement of the skirt to the screw. That's what you want. You want this to be able to move and not stress the plastic out. So the way you install these is, I'm going to show you real quick. We're going to back this back out. Is you're going to want it to go all the way in until you see the plastic start to move, and then you're going to back it off so that you have that movement of that skirt. Then these down here are loose, but because of the J-wrap moving, the holes are drilled out big enough so that it allows it to expand and contract. If you have recently purchased an RV, don't be afraid to remove these screws, drill out the plastic fender skirt only a little bit with a drill bit, and then reinstall your mounting screws so that you can have that flexibility in your skirts as well. If they're white or black, I would recommend doing it to either one, because you still have that movement as you're going down the road from the wind and the vibration. All right, I hope you found this video useful. I think it's the secret to keeping your skirts from cracking in the long run. I think we've proven that here. 2 years and no cracks. Thanks again for watching. Give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if you've done something to your skirts that have prevented them from cracking, so that the community can learn from you as well. So thanks again, and we'll see you in the next video.